22.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with their opponents. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunton. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for this visiting Portland club, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Curtis. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Second down and 7. Throwing now, Stewart. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Here's Stewart to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Snowhawks have taken the early lead. A such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
And now, before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw on 3rd down, Curtis. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Stewart sets to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now they try the right side here. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And shutting him off, now open field. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Stewart. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Snowhawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A solid stiff arm. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Right back to him on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season, with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed, because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Curtis. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, Curtis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
On 1st and 10, Curtis. Finding some room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43.
Come on now, let's go. Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Curtis. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Curtis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Curtis. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
But with the scoreboard it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Curtis. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
To throw on 2nd down. Curtis. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Stewart. And the reception made by Grain. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 21-0 our score after 1. Portland football here ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Play action. Stewart. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing out of the shotgun, it's Stewart. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw. Stewart. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16.
That's a big gainer on that play. And from experience, defense, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. He'll try again, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Snowhawks are able to add on to their first half lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And a look now at the defense as they head back out there onto the field. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Curtis. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Curtis. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stewart. On the right side, caught by Green. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run on the draw. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the gun, it's Stewart. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Stewart, it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Snowhawks open the lead up to 34-0. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, they told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. From the gun, they'll try to run it, and they'll bring it down at the 27-yard line. Right back to him on first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Curtis. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Stewart, 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now Stewart on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Titans out in front in that one. The Titans seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. The 49ers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And right now they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. The Bucs locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And a big part of their success on the scoreboard is their success in the running game. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
2nd and 5. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Stewart. And caught right side. Green. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stewart. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stewart. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st down, Stewart. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Stewart, touchdown. That's caught. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Snowhawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 3rd down, Curtis. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure. Fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
Even. 4 down. Even. 29 is the Mike 29. Tackles.
Here's Stewart. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Stewart. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
19 Tiger. 29 is the Mike.
Looking to throw. Stewart. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green. Touchdown.
Let's go, touchdown.
A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Snowhawks just continue to roll.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, It was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Just a 4-play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Curtis. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game. One of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
Been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down, here's Stewart. And his throw is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Stewart. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Ball up to the 30. 5 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Operating from the gun. Stewart. He finds his man. Complete. That's Banks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They will throw on 1st down with Stewart. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And now here's a carry heading left. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. To throw on 2nd down. Stewart. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Mike 29. Check right.
Back to throw. Stewart. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Snowhawks get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A 10-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get it down at about the 17-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Curtis. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, Curtis. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, Curtis. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw on second down. Curtis. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. Looking to throw. Curtis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Curtis. Now they go screen. It's complete. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and, boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. On 1st and 10, Curtis. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Curtis. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Portland's offense now about set to take over. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. They run the option on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 120 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Stewart. Green brings it in. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Steelers ready for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, Curtis. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. To throw on second down, Curtis. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On first down, Curtis. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Curtis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first and 10, Curtis. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now after the holding call, here's second and 20. From the gun, Curtis. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be third and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up fourth down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Looking to throw, Curtis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a... So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for our visitors, they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year.